Well, good evening. Live from Baker City, Oregon, on our Hells Canyon Scenic Byway Getaway. Um, we have been to Wallowa County, we've been to Union County, and now we are in Baker County to show you all the cool things. And of course, as the weeks go along, we will tell you about the backstories here. This is the Ison House Bed and Breakfast and Pub. Check that out. One of you, if you get involved in our contest, is going to win a night in this beautiful hotel. And I'm going to show you those rooms in just a second. It's just a block from the downtown. It really is in the downtown. A couple recently purchased this, opened it back up. It's been a bank. It was the judge's house back in the day. And they just recently purchased it. And in December opened it up. And now it is a bed and breakfast with, I think, 4 rooms. Upstairs and a pub, and tonight they have live music in the lounge. We're going to go talk to people, but I also want to give you a kind of a relation to downtown. So there's the Geyser Grand and all of downtown Baker City, and then this is right next to it. Now all you guys have to do is follow the directions at the top of this live, and it'll tell you how to get involved in the contest. And one of you with a friend is going to win a trip to Baker County, go skiing. You're going to get to stay here and another place. And Timothy, you're just right in time. That's Timothy from Travel Baker County, and he's going to be our doorman. Thank you, Timothy. You guys check this out. So this was a judge's home, Judge Ison, back in the day. And look at this. The woodwork is phenomenal. Now I want to show you in here first. This is the former living room, and tonight they're going to have live music in here. These were coal and fireplaces in here, and then this is the little bar. That's the pub area. That's John. We'll talk to him in a second. And then here's another little section of the pub right here. There's Kathy. Look how cute this is, you guys. Such a cool little place, little bar. I'm going to guess that there's local beer on tap. Tell them who you are.
I'm Twyla.
And you guys bought this. How did that happen? I mean, this was kind of like, this wasn't your plan.
No, it was not. Absolutely not. Just fell in our laps and we jumped at the chance. It's been a bank and a real estate office. So we thought, man, it needs to be open up to the public. The house is just beautiful. It's 133 years old.
Was it Judge Ison? Is that the
Judge Luther Ison, yeah, of Baker County. He built it in 1887 and passed away in 1889. And his wife stayed on. Raised the kids here, and one of the boys grew up to be a doctor and moved across town, bought a building over there as well. So they were pretty prominent.
So you guys, I was telling them, I think you have 4 rooms. Is that right? Kind of tell them the layout of the land.
So there are 4 rooms upstairs. The biggest room is the one at the front of the house upstairs with the little tower, and we're pretty sure that was Judge's office because there's no closet, and it has that fireplace in it and everything, and it's laid out more like a library or an office. So we figured that was his spot up there.
He had to have some money. This was
yeah,
a very...
Absolutely did. He did. I think they were all prominent. His parents were prominent. His son became a doctor. His grandson became I think it's like a Catholic priest or something in California, and worked up the ranks. So they were a real prominent family. Absolutely.
So you guys serve local beer. What do you have on tap?
So we have local beers, a lot of craft beer on tap. We have barley browns, of course.
Of course, you have to.
Barley's. Oh yeah, this is Baker. We love the barley browns. And then John will be brewing his own beer this summer. Mm-hmm. He'll be doing his own craft brewing, and it's more like a nano brewery, a lot smaller than Barley's. So.
What did you have a name for it?
We're probably just going to go with Ison House Brew.
I think that's a great idea.
It just fits, and we're actually just really proud to even just talk about the Isons, So we're going to just incorporate Ison and what he did here years ago as well. So, and that includes the beer. So
is it kind of fun to be somebody who's protecting history in Baker City? You know what I mean? Because you really are.
And the funnest part actually is finding out new things. I didn't know there was another Ison building in town until after we opened this, and somebody actually walked in and said, "I bought the Ison building." And I said, "What Ison building?" And
I bought the Ison building.
Yeah. And then a lot of people come in here, and one of the first things they ask always, "Is it haunted?" The answer is, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, we're staying here tonight. If the judge comes and crawls in bed with Kathy and me, I will let you know.
Let me know. We were all having, there was a bunch of us in here last night talking about the judge, and all the lights went and went back up again. So that was like my first, I don't know if that's, I have no idea.
You could have the greatest Halloween night here.
So we're actually going to turn it into a haunted house, Rick. It's going to be a fundraiser thing. The rooms upstairs will all be sponsored by local companies here in town. So we've got a few people on board already. The theater company is going to help us with costuming, and we're going to open it up for a haunted house.
Are you excited?
Yeah, well, Halloween's my favorite.
What did you do before this, and how's that?
I was an art teacher, taught painting, and I still do. So we have paint classes here as well. I have to check our event stuff because it's kind of hit and miss right now. I was an art teacher and had a paint and wine studio in the Portland area.
So this is a big change.
It is a big change. I'm used to serving wine and beer though, and painting. So because I did that before, but the whole thing is a little overwhelming, but we love it. And the response we're getting from Baker, we love this town. I don't think we're ever going to leave. I mean, everybody here has just been very welcoming, from the city manager to the mayor to just 3 doors down at some, just your local residents. Everybody is just loving this.
Well, I think people here really like preserving history, obviously. And so when somebody like you comes in and you invest.
Right. And they love that they get to walk in now because it was a bank. So you couldn't just walk on in. They give you funny looks. So now the whole house is opened up. The upstairs are, rooms for rent. We got a great space. It's mellow. We don't stay open real late, mostly for guest privacy. We try to close things down about 10 or so. So it's we've had a lot of people come through that are just traveling, and I've never been to Baker. This is the greatest place I've ever stayed. This is so great, and and then you have to add in the good food places we have in town too. That really helps.
And you are right downtown.
We are. We're downtown, absolutely, and we're in historic downtown. So this is a historic home, and it's got the plaque on the front of the house and everything. So.
See how easy that was?
Oh yeah, whatever.
Okay. Hey, John. John, I'm going to interrupt you. So Twyla, who was going to be so quiet and shy, just did like 90% of what you have to do.
Cool.
So tell me about the future plans for outside and cooking and all that kind of stuff.
So yeah, we're going to put in a pub garden, and then we'll have a barbecue, basically an outdoor kitchen, and we'll be doing barbecue during the winter or during the summer and spring. And then we're adding a little brewery shed on the other side of the house.
So Ison House Brewery.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how did you guys get into this?
It was purely accidental. We just happened to know the owner of the house, and they were decided that they wanted to sell, and we were thinking about it. What can we do with this amazing house? And so this is it.
Well, thanks for offering it for our contest too. We appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm gonna take them upstairs and show them the upstairs. Hi guys. So you got to go see. We're going to take you on a little tour upstairs here, up the grand staircase. So check this out. So this is the Ison House, and someone is going to win this. Oh, and hey, I want to thank our sponsors, Toyota and your Northwest Toyota dealer, because without them, we wouldn't be here. Their whole theme is let's go places, and because of them, we can take you with us. But look at this grand home. Look at that. Isn't that elegant? So I got permission to show you this room, because they're not here yet. So this is the front room. Has this big suite in here, and this is your sleeping area, and this is that little Tudor thing that's on the outside like that. And there's Baker out there, and I'll show you where Kathy and I. So you're going to win something like this tonight, or not tonight, but in our contest. And this is where Kathy and I are sleeping, in the judges' chambers. And right out to Baker. So you need to get a part of the contest. So go to the top, find out what you need to do, tag the different pages on there, and then you'll be eligible to win a trip here to the Ison House Bed and Breakfast on our Hells Canyon Scenic Byway getaway. So I'm Rick Dancer, live from Baker City, Oregon. I'm going to go have a beer. Have a good night.